abide by these class norms. Oh, it looks like everybody's good. Avery's away, so we'll let her go. Okay, so our big idea is how do populations change over time? So we talked a lot about this last class, and today we're going to look at how different types of behaviors have evolved and changed over time. Because organisms weren't like evolved and all of a sudden, boom, they could do these, we could exhibit some certain group behaviors. It was over time they learned to adapt to survive. Remember, survival is key to evolving and keep continuing on in life. So this is what we're looking at today. How do they change over time? Specifically, we're going to look at group and versus individual behaviors. Okay? So this is our standard. This is a new one, but it's a pretty easy one. So we're going to cover it in one class. That's it. One class, and then we're done. One little assignment at the end of class today, too. So here's our basic goals for today. So you need to know the difference between group and individual behaviors and provide examples of group behaviors that increase survival of organisms. Ooh, that's interesting. You'll have to understand that group behavior evolved because it increases the chances for an individual and its species to survive and reproduce. Remember, the only thing that's going to allow for evolution is survival and reproduction. So this idea of group behavior has actually evolved over time and changed. And it's specific for different types of species and organisms. Yeah, pack mentality is one example. Perfect, Adriana. So you already got that first one done. Check that one off for you. And then next one, number 3, explain how group behavior can increase the chances for an individual and species to survive and reproduce by comparing the rates of survival. So I've got one example of this one, but you're going to give me a little bit of an example with your assignment. So your assignment today will be to research and assess additional evidence to evaluate this claim. Remember, this is the claim. Group behavior increases the chance of survival. So you're just going to do a little research. You're going to find a group behavior within an organism, and you're going to identify that and be able to evaluate it. Does that actually increase the chance of survival? Okay. So let's do a little bit of review. I'm going to open up the whiteboard. This is what we talked about last class. So go ahead and give me some answers to these 2 questions on the whiteboard right now. What are ways that humans have impacted species populations? And what would happen to a species if there are changes to the environment? So what could happen as a result? There's 4 different things that could happen here. There's a lot of answers for this one. So go ahead and take a minute to write on the whiteboard. I'll put a minute on the timer. I'm going to try and move kind of quick because I really want to show you guys this video, but it's 8 minutes. So I know it's going to take long, so I want to get to that real quick so that way we can watch it. Solved. So pollution, definitely. It's not like we purposely are making factories to pollute our environment, okay? Deforestation, again, we're not purposely pulling down trees to destroy habitats. We're doing that for our own benefit. Yes, good. Poaching, and then there was that idea of overfishing. Remember that? Ooh, that's a good example. I like that example down here with the Panama Canal. So having a geographic barrier in between there and isolating the populations. Yeah, that's good. All right, and then what can happen to a species if there are changes to the environment? So there's 4 major things. I'm going to just write them out for them. So if there are changes maybe in the number of predators, if there's lack in predators, maybe that species would increase. Oh, we already got that. Somebody wrote that. I'll write it on there again. So we could increase the population size. We could also decrease the population size. So we could have a decline. We could have the emergence of a new species, right? Or we could have the extinction of a species. Those are the 4 things that could happen. They don't always happen. Those are the 4 answers that could happen. So that's the one you want to make sure you definitely know. Probably will be on the quiz. So on and so forth. We'll talk about it a little bit more tomorrow about your quiz, by the way. So boom, ready, set. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys remember all this. Excellent, excellent. Oh, so I'm going to show you a quick little video. This is a quick one. This is not like the long one that I wanted to show you. So this one is about dolphins. Because I love dolphins, right? That's the reason why I'm showing you dolphins videos. Just kidding. Okay, so this is a quick video. It's only 1 minute and 38 seconds. So I'm going to web share it with you. And then after we finish, we will answer these 2 questions. So as we're thinking, maybe right now, take a little screenshot. Oh, let me do it real quick. I'm going to take a screenshot. Wait, oh, gotta save it. Okay, I'm going to open it so I can write on it. Everyone there with me? I've got the screenshot of these 2 questions. Because after the video, I'm going to be calling on you at random to answer them. So warning, warning, warning. Get these questions, screenshot them, be ready to go. All right, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up, so I'm thinking you guys are ready. Okay, here we go. So quick little 90-second video. I'm going to turn my mic off and put a timer on once I see the video show up. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, I hope you had time. You at least to see the video, right? Okay, so ready? I'm going to call you at random. And you have to go on the mic and answer number 1. Ready? Oh, sorry, I'm just going up and down with my keyboard. Whoever it stops on, that's who gets to answer. Yep. Chrissy, you are up. So what type of behavior is this? Is this group or individual? Go on the mic and tell us. Go.
Group behavior?
Yes, that is correct. Sorry, I was adjusting to make sure everyone could get on the mic at the same time. Yes, good. That was a group behavior. Okay, so that was a group behavior. You could see there was not just one dolphin doing it, right? It was a whole group of dolphins that were doing it. And why is this beneficial for the dolphins? Let's see who gets to answer. Whoops. Sorry, Chrissy, I just accidentally turned your mic off. That's my bad. Okay, ready? Oh, come on, let me go. There we go. Who is going to answer? It's going to be Caitlin Duncan. Why is this beneficial for dolphins? Go ahead and jump on the mic and tell us.
It makes them easier to catch the fish, and a lot more of them.
Okay, good. So they can catch the fish and have a lot more of them. So why do they need fish?
To eat, survive.
There we go. There's the key word. Yes, they want to survive, right? They have to survive. So they have to eat in order to survive, and that's key for the dolphins. So this is beneficial because it allows them to survive. It gives them prey. We'll put prey in parentheses, okay? So that's one example of a group behavior. I'm glad you guys got that one. Yay. So pretty cool, right? So, oh my gosh, it's going to go video crazy. So I'm going to get a timer, and I want you guys to just click on the links for these 3 videos. And we're going to talk about 3 different other types of group behaviors, okay? Before you go and do this right now, just keep note right here. Be prepared to explain one thing you learned from these 3 videos. One's only like 50 seconds, one's like 3 minutes, one's like 4 minutes, okay? Just be prepared to explain one thing you learned, and I'm going to be calling you at random on the mic, okay? Give me a green check if you understand your job. What your role is right here. Watch each of these 3 videos, and you can click them, right? Can you guys click the link? You guys can click them, right? Yes, okay, good. So yeah, click on each of those links, and then once you have watched them all, come back and be ready to share. So I'm going to put a timer on for about 8.5 minutes, okay? All right, see you in 8.5 minutes. All right. Come. This person is Madison Steele. Madison, can you one thing you learned in one of those 3 videos, either one?
I learned that group behaviors can be done in either a very large group with the birds or in smaller, more condensed groups like the wild dogs.
Yes, excellent. Great job. Yeah, so group behaviors can range in size. So we can have something like your small pack of dogs, or you could have like the huge immigration process of the flock of birds. Great job. Okay, let me go one more, and then we're going to move on. Oops, where am I? There we go. Okay. Oh, Sarah, you are up. Sarah, you are up.
I learned that fish form schools of identical species to confuse predators and make it difficult to attack any single fish.
Yes, the school of fish I thought was super cool because you always see it like, I was going to actually put a video from Finding Dory on there, but it doesn't really explain what the purpose of it is. So yeah, schools of fish, they flock together in that school to confuse the predators, okay? It's a very good tactic. Excellent job. And then like, for example, was that the video that had the example of the hammerhead sharks also? Did it have a little bit about hammerhead sharks in groups of schools? Yeah, okay. So that was another example in the video. Yeah, the hammerhead sharks, the females all grouped together during the day to prevent males from trying to mate with them. Wasn't that cool? I was like, ooh, interesting. The ladies are flocking together. Yeah, very cool. Sometimes like in real life, exactly like human life. Okay. See this little frog right here? This little picture right here? This is an example of an individual behavior. And remember, the purpose of these behaviors is to survive, right? So this is the purpose of them. Having these group of individual behaviors is to increase their chance of survival. So right here, this picture of a frog, this frog actually carries a tadpole. And the tadpoles, we know that tadpoles only live in water, right? Pretty much. Yeah, so the frog actually carries their tadpole way up into the trees. Once the tadpole hatches, it carries the tadpole up into the trees, and then it keeps it into these little pools of water, like in between leaves. This is one species of frog that does that. And this one mom just comes back and feeds this tadpole until it's actually grown into a full frog. So yeah, that's one example of an individual behavior. So it's just one frog going to get their one little young, right? Okay. Yep, hunting together would be a group behavior. Shark hunting alone. Yeah, that's true too. Ooh, this is a good one. Penguins. Yeah, penguins work together to catch food for their young. Absolutely. They go in groups to go out and get their food. And also in regards to the predators, so if you guys know that, do you know lions, only the females really do the hunting? Did you notice that it was almost all female lions? I think there was one male that was just kind of in the group off to the side, but otherwise it was almost all female lions. Yeah, also one. So that's a group behavior in and of itself, right? The females do the hunting, the males stay back. Exactly, just like in the Lion King. Yep. I think there was maybe one or two in there. I don't remember. Okay, let's get to your task so you guys know what you can do, and then why you can be free and leave a little early today. Okay, so here's your task, and this is actually on your course plan. So this is a Dropbox on your course plan with a document already in it. So there's a Dropbox showing me that you understand this idea that I also wanted to talk about. Sorry, hold on. Oh, right here, this question. So if organisms all over generations, excellent, sorry. I just wanted to go back to that one. You can use the buffalo as an example for this question. All right, so there was a question, can you use the buffalo? I would like you to use it when we didn't look at it in class, preferably. Stick with your fish, you can save yours. Okay, so these are our goals. Oh, I don't know why there's a checklist right there. So let's go ahead and check them off. Do you know the difference between individual and group behavior? And yes, I will definitely open the slide. Yes. Do you understand that group behavior has evolved? This is not something that organisms were born, like the original common ancestors, they didn't have this idea. So this is something that has evolved over time, strength in numbers. Do you understand how group behavior can increase the chances? Well, I just gave you the example, strength in numbers. But also you could think about predator and prey. And then this is what your task is today, so that's going to be your one that's left to do on your own. So research and assess additional evidence to evaluate this claim. So find another group behavior and come back and understand or show me how you understand it increases the chance of survival. Yay, that's it.